So, 1, 2, 3. What day are we on right now? So she came on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It is Tuesday right now at 3 a.m. So it's almost 4 days. 4 days ago, I adopted my first ever cat. And I have had plenty of dogs in my life. I'm always a dog person. And I always had this like perception of cats. And this is due to like friends having cats or family members having cats, where I would like go up and try to interact and stroke these cats, and they would just like look at me and be like and like start clawing at me and shit. So I always had this like view of cats like they're just like some evil creature that just wants to like kill you in your sleep or something. And then, you know, for like, wow, like almost a year now, I was thinking about buying a cat, like buying, the cat I wanted to buy, the breed was a ragdoll cat, because they're known as like the dog of cats, where they pretty much act like dogs in the sense that they follow you around, they're super docile, they're not aggressive at all. And then I was looking at Persian cats because of their cute little faces, and they are similar in personality, where they're really super friendly and not docile. And I was like, I should buy one of these cats. And then I was like, if I get a female, I could breed her. I could find a stud and breed her out. And these cats are worth like a couple of $1,000s. And I was like thinking about that. And then like the ethical moral side of me was like, there are thousands of cats in this country alone that get put down because they can't find homes. And all these kittens being born find homes like this. Even in the rescue centers with the kittens, like as soon as there's a litter of kittens being born, like they get so many applications, they just get snapped up like this, whereas like the older cats just like get ignored. The adult cats and like kind of looked over. Anyway, so I said, frick it, man, I'm just gonna rescue a cat from one of these places. And I rescue a cat from one of these places. This will save another cat from being murdered in a kill shelter. It's giving a space for another cat. It's like saving a life. Like a literal life. Just like I have a life and I have emotions and I feel suffering. And just like you do, so do these animals. And so I said, whatever, man, let's just go for it. So I adopted a female, she's a tortoiseshell coated cat, a domestic short hair cat. Let's see if she'll come over. Scarlet, come here. Sometimes she comes when I call her name. Other times she's just like, leave me alone, I'm sleeping. Scarlet, come here. Scarlet, do you want some food? Here we go. So this is her. She is gorgeous, like absolutely. What is this? She's just gorgeous. She's so pretty. Okay. And so they say she's between the ages of 1 and 2 years old. She was found with a litter of kittens, and they were already weaned. They were like 8 weeks old when they found her. She was living under a decking with this litter of kittens, and she's already so young to have had these kittens. And so, yeah, she was a stray, and I'm like thinking she had no chip or anything. And it really makes me wonder, like, has she been astray like her entire life? Because she's so young. Was she abandoned at a really young age as a kitten? It like, because it's not like she's feral, like she's super affectionate, like all over me. Any room I go into, she just follows me. She just always wants attention from me. So it's not like she's afraid of humans. She's used to human interaction, but I guess she was like living under somebody's decking in their garden, and the people who owned the garden and the decking may have been feeding her and the kittens. But anyway, she got taken into this rescue center, and this rescue center is not even in the same city as me. It's like the next city over. And so I just sent them a message, and I was like, hey, I live in an apartment, so I'm looking for like an indoor cat, and it's like my first cat, so I don't want any kind of difficult behavior. I just want an affectionate cat. And they literally picked the perfect cat for me, and she is just amazing. She is just finding like the rarest diamond, honestly. Like, I've never known a cat to be like this. Not one time has she ever bit me. She's never scratched me or anything. And you always see like cat owners like covered in scratches or like bite marks, and they're just like, yeah, it's off my cat. Like, she's never done that to me one time, which is pretty good. But I've done a lot of research on their like body language, and like you know, you can tell by the way their ears move, the way their tails are, the way their eyes are, whether they're dilated or not, whether they're anxious or not. So like, I kind of look out for that, and if I see that in her, I'll back off, which is probably why we don't get into confrontations. And so she's like now my best friend. But yeah, I rescued her. They were so good, the rescue company. They were called Claws, and they're based in Newcastle, and they came all the way to the next town to bring her to me. They brought her into my apartment, and then we kind of like tried to get her comfortable and fed her. And then when the rescue team left, I let them out the door and said goodbye. I went into this room where I shut the door and left her in here, and I came into this room and I was like, yo, I'm like, where is she? I could not find her anywhere. Like, anywhere. And what she had done, like, I was scared, man. I was like, yo, man, like, this cat, like, I 100% left her in this room with the door shut. I was like, this cat has like moved over to a different like range of frequency, and it's like now in a different dimension or something. Like, I was like literally considering this. I was like, there's just no way. But as you can see, what done is this is my temporary measure of covering this up. She had like crawled through here and gone like under here, so then she ended up like down here under the cupboard, and I had to take these panels out to like get her out and bribe her out with food. So I'm just gonna put some footage in here right now of that. And then like literally took about an hour to get her out of there and get her all comfortable with me. And now she's like my best friend who's like everywhere. Everywhere. I'm telling you, she's coming around this corner. I come into this room. Oh, she's always got to be ahead of me. Come into this room. It's dark. She's like literally like a dog. Like, I don't need to be buying like a ragdoll docile cat like when I've got her. And she literally like protects me from any kind of like spiritual attacks. Like, dude, I literally see her like sat there like staring like at my wall or something, and there's like nothing there. She's just staring at it, growling at it. I never even knew cats like growled, but yeah, she growls at things. Never growls at me, just like at the wall or something, like she can see something, because they have a higher range of light sensitivity in their vision. They can detect like ultraviolet light in their vision. How crazy is that? But I'm gonna put in some footage right now, and I'll show you like just how cool she is. Right, baby? For every other day is another. Always wanted attention. She's like, you know, like when you get dogs and they're like kneeing, they're like headbutting your hand for like strokes. She does it. She's so cute, so awesome. I love her. With the pale light in your hand. You see how she does like this biting thing? And now she's like flicking her tail because she's a little bit annoyed. But I mean, she enjoys the affection, but it has to be on her terms. Psst, psst, psst. I think she spotted something. And it kept me one I'm not putting my hand above you. I'm not stupid. You start clawing and biting at me. Come here. You're gonna come to me. See, they're very protective of their stomach area because of their organs. If I start playing with her and putting my hand near her, like this position, she will bite me probably. I don't know. Not tried it yet. They love to be stroked on the head. That's where they feel most around the cheeks. But you see, like this kind of like love biting is what they call it. So I looked into that as well, and it pretty much means like it's not like a proper bite. She doesn't break skin. It literally is like a really soft, just like scrape, and that means like I am done with the interaction here. I don't want to continue, and that's her like little warning of saying like she's probably like tired and wants to sleep. Like, stop harassing me. I just find it really interesting how they behave that way. And I think people make these mistakes. Like I've said, I've never owned a cat, but I've been doing so much research online about cats. So I read up into that, and they do that as like a little warning to say, hey, look, stop. And then if you continue, that's when you're gonna get hissed at and bit and scratched. So I know when to step back because she just wants some space. Cats are independent, but she will come to me if she wants some attention, pretty much. What are you doing? You found something like on the carpet? Did you find something? See, she's not that interested. They get overstimulated, and that's the issue with like the overstimulation, especially like I said, on the head, stroking on the head and be under the neck and behind the cheeks they enjoy, but do not go near the belly because this is where their organs are. So they feel very like insecure if you start stroking their stomach and their belly. And around the back of the tail, she doesn't like at all. Like I go to the round, you see that? She just jumps at me. And it's not like she's scratching me or like biting me. It's like really soft, like warning not to do that. But I can easily, now she's just like, please leave me alone, biting me. But her head, her cheeks around there is the best stuff, just like don't go around their stomach because it's just instinctual for them, and the back of their tails, they're total oversensitive to them. And when they start getting, like, you gotta understand it from their perspective, like, overstimulation is horrible. And I have this happen to me. And I don't know if it's like, because this is like kind of a recent thing. Maybe it's just the lack of social interaction in my life. Or maybe like I'm autistic and just have never had a diagnosis. I don't know. I've had a lot of people say that I seem like I have autism, but I don't know, whatever. But it literally is a thing. Like having this like overstimulation is like a thing. It's not even like an emotion. It's like you literally trip out at this. And this happens to me when I go in really crowded places. Say if I go into the town center to do some shopping and it's super overcrowded, and it's not just the visuals for me. Visuals is a little bit, but it's more of like the sound that really like starts tripping me out. And I mean, like, it just puts me in this weird headspace where I feel like there's something building up and within me, and I can't explain. It's not an emotion that really has a name to it. And it's like I've got to get out of there, or I have to stick some music on or some headphones on. It's like a really weird sensation. It's like, oh, I'm listening to the footsteps from the person walking next to me, and then I'm listening to the footsteps from the guy walking past me on this side, and then these two people are having a conversation here, and more people are having a conversation here. There's kids screaming and running about over here, and it just like literally, it's almost like it's just too much for your mind to take in. I feel like maybe like it's because I'm trying to hyper focus on all these things that are occurring at one time, and then it just sends you on this weird trip where your mind just starts tripping out, and you get this feeling like something's about to build up, like almost as if you're like just about to explode. And it's not really like you're going to explode with anger, or it's not even anxiety. It's just something weird to explain. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've not found a word for it other than like stimulation overload. And so when cats get it through touch, I guess, because it comes in all different sensory perceptions. For me, it's mainly sound, and then after that it will be visuals. But for cats, it happens with touch. And if they're getting overstimulated and like they just feel like, isn't she just great using the lid box? It's so amazing. She just is so smart. I didn't have to tell her to do this. She just read my mind and did it. But yeah, with cats, I think it's a lot of things, but it's also on touch. Like, if it's the overstimulation of touch really messes with them, and certain areas on the body have more nerve endings, and so they feel more overstimulated in certain places, and those places tend to be like the stomach and their tail, towards the back of their tail. And so like they freak out at that, and so it's not really their fault. It's just like, it just really trips them out, and it's just a horrible, uncomfortable feeling. And like, so with her, like, she's never bit me, she's never scratched me, she's never drawn blood, but she will like just like wash her hands away, or she'll like softly bite me, like how she bit me on my finger. Like, she left no mark. It was kind of just like a warning. And I think when people ignore those warnings or mistake it for, oh, they just want to play with me. Is she taking a shit right now or what? I have to clean up a poo again. We'll soon find out. But yeah, a lot of people mistake that for like playfulness. And it's not. It's really them telling you, like, look, I feel really, like, spaced out and overstimulated. I need you to stop now because I'm getting really uncomfortable. But some people will just, like, continue to play because they think you know, because when dogs play, they like to nibble and bite like this. Older cats don't do that. They only do that as like a warning to say, hey, I can't really cope with this amount of stimulation. Can you back off? And if you don't back off and you're creating, you know, that uncomfortable feeling will just build up more and more and more, and they literally, like, they have to make it stop. Like, I completely understand it. It's a horrible feeling. It's like you literally start tripping out, and it's not nice. So, yeah, that's something interesting I learned. Because I wanted to figure out why she would, like, do those soft, they call them love bites. But yeah, it's not a sign that they're like happy with you and stuff. It's like, hey, can you just like back off, please? So yeah, pretty interesting. Anyway, I want to show you the video of where I've got this. Yeah, she took a shit. I can smell it. I gotta clean up this shit. And then I'm gonna like show you the video of when I first got her, and she literally was under my worktop, and it took me like 20 minutes to figure out where she had gone. I literally was like, wow, she's literally just like transferred over to like another dimension, or gone through some freaking portal or something, because there's just no way. And like she had figured out a way to get under my worktops. I'll show you this. Oh wow, this is gonna be a pretty long video just for like, it's just me talking about my cat. But yeah, I gotta go clean this up, it really stinks. So I got my cat, and I let the lady in, the rescue lady. She came in here. We gave Scarlett some food. Then I went to let the lady out. I shut this door. I let the lady out. I come back in this room, and I have no idea where my cat is gone. Literally, like 100% left it in here. Like I kind of came out this door and shut it while she was hiding behind the microwave. And now I have no clue. I have no clue where she is. Is she in here? Like how does this even make any sense? Okay, so you go way under here. Right under here, and in this tiny gap under here, watch.
Carries a message for his love.
She does not want to get out of here.
Soul of the world. He carries a message
She's really scared.
She may fight for what she believes.
Hey baby, you can't just stay. Hey, you can't just stay under there forever, baby.
Both their causes
Come on, baby.
just, she whispers that long.
Look, I got some catnip for you.
Stars have laid.
Some catnip for you.
Lonely is this moon.
Look at this.
Stars have laid.
Should I just grab her by like the scruff of her fur and pull her out?
He's crossing continents.
Oh, is she gonna like hate me? Like what?
She who may fight for what she believes. In distant fields of dust, though their woes are different, both their cause is just, and she whispers that lonely is this moon. The stars have laid, lonely is this moon. The stars have laid.
Remember? I'll use this. Look at my pants. This is crazy. I need to find this comb. I'm gonna brush it all out of her. This is crazy. Look what you did to me, man. Look what you've done to me. She's totally coming out of her shell. She really needs a good brushing. Can't believe how much she's shedding. I have a comb somewhere that would work. But yeah, she's so friendly. Scarlet! She's like super friendly. She just kind of is scared of the environment, I guess. And now you've got your own cat fur in your eyes.
Let me be, cause sweet one, your little fingers are choking me. And suddenly all I ever wanted and all I ever saw would be bought and dealt by the sweet hand that found my deepest desire. The spark of my fire, the shadow of my shame. She found an empty echo in my name, and as she looked straight through me, like a greed sifting for gold, she ran her fingers through my secrets and shed light upon my soul.
I got this. This is all we got for now, so. She is so cute, man. She's super affectionate. And now she's just like, yeah, go ahead, brush me. Let's get all this shed off here. She's shedding like crazy. And unfortunately, like I said, it's the only comb I got. I didn't cat shed so much. I know dogs do, but this is insane. You just need a good brush. It's hard to do this while I'm videoing, so yeah, I'm just gonna brush for her, try to get as much out as possible. Oh.
By the sweet hand that found my deepest desire, the spark of my fire, the shadow of my shame. She found an empty echo to my name, and as she looked straight through me, like a greed sifting for gold, she ran her fingers through my secrets and shed light upon my soul. Well, I buckled under weightlessness, yes, I shuddered from the shame, as she turned around and walked away again, whispering and only stars are made, only is this moon. Now the stars are made.
Now Now I'm just like chilling in bed, even though it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, but my sleep pattern is all messed up. And look who we have. Who just wants constant attention. So she does. See how she just like stares at the wall and then makes that noise like it's like she sees something that I don't. Like something's caught her attention.
Looking out my bedroom window, wondering how far I will have to go.
So what happens usually is I fall asleep. And then when I wake up and open my eyes, like her face is like here, just wide-eyed staring at me. Just waiting to be fed.
Laugh out loud and say, tell me of what stuff is so.
I'm sorry. I know you're like grooming yourself, but I wanted to like cuddle you.
Things no good in trade, because nothing, my friend, will ever come. Only wait to get paid.
And yeah, pretty cool. If you want to get a pet, I'm telling you, your perfect match will be out there in a shelter somewhere. And you know, there's a high chance and a high risk that they are gonna be euthanized. They're gonna be put down because nobody wants them. And everybody jumps on all these little kittens and these puppies. But remember, like within 6 to 12 months, these puppies are gonna be the size of just a normal dog or a normal cat. And you may as well just save lives. Like you save lives, like real lives, by just rescuing, getting them out of these horrible, like, you go to some of these shelters. The shelter where I got her from was quite nice, actually. It was like a family run kind of thing, and this old couple kind of had this, I think they had it like it ran in their house, and they had their own cattery. So it was quite nice, actually. But when you go to these shelters that are like, you know, the mainstream, like RSPCA, Cats Protection, PDSA, or whatever it's called in the USA, and you go and look at the cats and the animals there, like they're in these horrible little cages that just stink of piss and shit. The cats are literally in like little tiny little boxes, and they're just left in these boxes. It's crazy. And so if you're thinking about getting a pet, like please just go to one of these places and go and meet all the animals there, whatever you want to buy, cat, dog, rabbits, guinea pigs, whatever it is, and just go and meet them, and you will find the perfect match for you. There's always a perfect match for you just waiting there. Whether you're an experienced cat owner looking for a challenge, whether you're like myself, never really had a cat before, is looking for like something easy, something affectionate, like whatever kind of person you are, because everybody has a different personality. It's the same with these animals, with these cats and dogs. They all have their own personality, and you will find one that fits you. So please, don't buy off these breeders. Like, I was thinking of doing it breeding myself, and I just couldn't. I was like, no, it's just so messed up. Like using, hey baby, like using like the literal kittens or like offspring, puppies or whatever of an animal, like the love children of an animal, to then just sell away and make profit for yourself. It's actually really messed up. Whilst at the expense of that, for like every kitten that's bred, that loses another life that's of a cat or kitten that sat in a kill shelter that could have been in that home. But of course, people are more drawn to these kittens. They don't realize that these kittens will be fully grown within 6 to 12 months. It just blows my mind, man. Like, come on, man. Like, these animals are real lives. They're suffering. They feel emotion. They feel pain, just like you and I. They have this experience, and their experience right now is being trapped in these little small cages. The cat ones, they blow me away. They're tiny. They're tiny. Like, it just fits like a little bed and a bowl in there. And these like huge cherries, tiny little glass. Like, it reminds me of when you go to Japan and you have those little hotel pods. It's like totally messed up. And also the environment that the dogs are in, when all they hear is like barking constantly all day long, and like they're so scared, and they just want to get out of there and find a loving home that people could provide for them, rather than just buying a puppy from a breeder, which everybody wants, you know. Like, as soon as like when you look at these breeding sites and they're like, oh yeah, we have like Labrador puppies we have 5 of these puppies, and then they get such a high amount of calls, and like there's a huge waiting list of people that just want these puppies, and it's like, yo, just go to the shelter and save one. Like these animals, these lives need homes. Get them out of the stinky ass shit urine smelling cage and let them have a loving home with a loving family where they're given good attention and love all day long, please. And that's all I'm really gonna say, so I'm gonna go to sleep now, but good night, guys. I love you all.
Oh, there's too much time drinking, never mind. The last cup is always like the first. Step in line, a root mixed with a vine, it will bring you
Look
back
at this. She's just falling asleep right next to me. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you. Look. This is amazing. She really is gold. She is a diamond. She's like, me, stop waking me up. But, yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better companion than her. She truly is my life, my love. I've only known her for a few days, but I've developed such a strong bond with her. Oh God, she's so pretty. Good night, guys. God bless.